YouTube, we are in the grand finals every Sunday, every Monday. We have a $1,000 qualifier tournament. They're a little bit different each. This is the meta tournament. And then on Mondays is top tier decks are banned. So unfortunately, the new box, new pack did not really make an impact on the meta. But in the grand finals of Endymion versus Phantom Nuts, that's crazy. Sunday, Monday are the tournament days. If you're subbed on Twitch or member joined on YouTube, that's how you join the tournaments. Unlimited player cap. So on twitch.tv/Dkayed, click on subscribe, or on YouTube, click the join button, then click on discord.gg. Then you go to the Discord and, oh wow, food, HelloFresh, I love it. You are going to, in the Discord, be able to click on the tournament link at the top of the Discord once you're connected to the Discord through YouTube or through Twitch, and then you could join every week. It's free entry after subscribing for your month, and you could also, the 1K meme tournaments on Mondays, the dual room IDs right there. You hop in, you have fun. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
This is not a meme tournament. This is a full meta tournament. Every top tier deck was allowed. All of them. Both decks in the grand finals are not on the tier list. And this is after the brand new pack came out. I don't think anything from the new pack even made it to the top 16. Right? Gia, I don't think so. No agents, nothing. I think a top 16 deck was using Zorora. You could tech this into a deck. If you play Incredible Enclasia, plus another level 4 monster, you can summon the Incredible Enclasia, special summon it, normal summon, make the Zorora. Then Zorora can make it to your opponents. Link monsters cannot activate, or Fusion monsters cannot activate, or Exceed monsters cannot activate. In Duel Links, Japan just has more money. Japan is a tiny country. In America as a whole, in 1 year, I think it was 2019, America spent $26 million on Duel Links. It might have been 22 million, 26 million. Japan spent 57 million. What? How? How is Japan more than doubling America's Duel Links revenue? What's the difference between Duel Links and Master Duel? Duel Links is better on the phone. Master Duel is better on the PC. Masquerina, plus the Anaconda. We're not playing DPE Scythe. What's up with that? No Scythe. The Anaconda, you have to be careful when you activate Anaconda. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn. So you want to do all your special summoning before you activate the Anaconda. Masquerina is going to be able to link summon during the opponent's turn. G, are you paying attention to this duel? You better be. This is Gia's deck. This is Phantom Knights. DPE popping itself plus the Anaconda, activating DPE to resummon during the next standby phase. With the Shade, we'll be able to summon it onto the field, then Masquerina will make the Unicorn Send. So let's have a Phantom Knight deck list up and ready. Let's look at Phantom Knight. If we look at tournament only, it looks like 82% are playing DPE. And then we have Endymion, which, let's bring up the deck list breakdown. Got the breakdown for both. We have an automated sample deck of both first place of the Hay Cup, A1. Well, look at the deck list examples. If you didn't Ash Blossom my Pot of D, then I'm safe to make other plays. I could search, I could special summon. There's so many different cards you could Ash Blossom against Endymion. We're going to get shaded. Looks like he wants to shade into Unicorn. Unicorn's going to spin the Cerberus before he could activate it to gain counters onto the Mythical Institution. Now, there was a play within the tournament where he activated Call by the Grave, negated Call by the Grave with the Mighty Master, return the Mythical Institution back to the hand, then reactivate the Mythical Institution to play around its soft once per turn effect. It's once per turn, not a hard once per turn, so if you reactivate it, you're good. DPE, I'd say a bit too preemptively popping the Mythical Institution. I can't say that I agree with that play. We're setting up the scales. We got Garuda. Garuda and Mighty Master. Pendulum Shoconning a single Jackal King with no spell counters on the fields. Jackal King big enough to wipe out the Unicorn. That's a Summon Skull. Oh, shite. No, what's 2400? Shite. Gia, quick. I'm gonna get clowned on. What's a Harpy Feather Duster wiping out the back row? He has a Vanity Emptiness. Yeah, summon Skull's better. What's 2400? Red Eyes. It's a red. Gee, you're fired.
I didn't know the fight.
Yeah, no, you're fired. That's literally a Red Eyes, but it no longer is a Red Eyes because now that you activate the Harpy Feather Duster, you gave me spell counters to negate. Negate. He done goofed so bad. He had to set Harpy Feather Duster, activate Celestial, draw 2, then Harpy Feather Duster wipe the back row and he would not be able to negate. He gave him the ability to negate. Or he was protecting the cloak. Maybe he did not mess up. Maybe that was a debate. Banishing DPE with Celestial. Grabbing the boots. That's going to trigger the Torn Scales, a special summon onto the field. We could discard the boots. We could special summon the boots. Do we have lethal damage? There's no way we could lethal this, can we? Break Sword's going to pop itself, plus the Jackal King. Break Sword's going to activate, summoning 2 Phantom Knights from the graveyard back in the field. Both are level 4. What's a good card that's going to maybe do something during your opponent's turn? Probably nothing. You could Zeus, right? Zeus. Attack, then Zeus. I guess that's the best play. 2K into Zeus. Let's go. And we got Fogblade. Fogblade's going to be a monster negate. What? Where? Zeus? Mod check, Zeus? Can't Zeus? Oh, the Break Sword locked him in. Could not special. If you can, it says could not special. These are all the cards that will restrict you. You could not special summon for the rest of the turn except dark monsters. Oh no. So if he Break Sword popped his back row plus the monster, he could have swung in, then he could have made the Zeus. So he stopped his own Zeus. There you go. The filter got messed up. Cannot special. Phantom Knights is right at the top. You could just do this search with any deck type. Now we could Zeus. Zeus has 3 materials. It's only going to wipe the field once. That's pretty much the only restriction in Phantom Knights. Cannot special. Break Sword, Fusion Destiny, Anaconda. Those are the only things that are going to lock you up. Oh my. Bro, what are you doing? You wiping his own field so he can activate his traps? Okay. Special summon the cloak. Now we have Fogblade in the graveyard. Fogblade could summon a monster from the grave. And we got lethal. Let's go. Why not do that in the battle phase? What kind of mad lad are you? What are you doing? What the hell was that? Fogblade banish, come forth, and summon. Torn Scales. 600 attack. Lethal. To game 2 we go. This is best of 3, 1 deck, no side deck. You play the same deck. Let's go. Into the Void, gain a spell counter. Each time a spell card's activated, gain a spell counter. You can remove 3 spell counters from your field, tribute this card, then special summon a mythical beast from your deck. Notice how it's not a hard once per turn effect. So if it gets Ash Blossom and you can get it back on the field, you do it again and again and again. Use the link, exclamation mark hello, use the link, it automatically applies the code, or if you go to HelloFresh.com, you type in the code. Tributing himself, going to the extra deck, summoning Jackal King. Jackal King needs 2 spell counters on the field to remove to negate a monster effect. We're going to draw 1. By activating the Mythical Institution, we now can negate a monster. Focus. Into the Void, discard his entire hand during the end phase. There is no hand. Uh-oh. He could be setting up Fog Blades for next turn, though. And Fogblade will get negated by the Mighty Master. Droplet would be great. The majority play a ton of Droplet. No Droplet, no play. Let's go. We also know he's playing Harpy Feather Duster, which would get negated by the Mighty Master. Pada D. He's got 20 cards banished for Pada D. Only 11 cards left in the deck. If we Ash Blossom, the Jackal will be able to negate by removing 2 spell counters on the field. Removing a counter off itself, 1 off of the Servant. If we have 3 spell counters on the Servant. Oh, we got Veiled. Negate. The negates. Negated. The Mythical Institution, going to remove spell counters from anywhere on the field, removing 1 to grab a level 1. I want to play this version of Endymion. My version's a lot different than this. This one looks more fun. Activating the Mythical Beast Jackal to put a 3rd spell counter onto the Servant of Endymion. Servant of Endymion is now going to summon herself plus a Pendulum monster from the deck. Cerberus is remove 4 spell counters from your field, then banish a monster your opponent controls. Jackal's got the effect, if you have no card in your other Pendulum zone, you can target 1 face-up card you control that you could place a spell counter on. If you do, you could destroy this card and then put a spell counter on that card. That will add Mythical Institution spell counters. That will also trigger the Astrograph Sorcerer, limited to 1, yet he has it in his freaking hand. Come forth and summon. Remove the 4 counters off the field. Banish that set monster. Fogblade, negate. Do we have enough spell counters to negate the Fogblade? Oh, yes, we do. Mighty Master. With only 1 spell counter on the field. Negate. Return Mythical Institution back to the hand. Destroy. Negate. Get that Fogblade out of here. He banished a Max C. Did you draw into Max C? What the? It just like that. Chad Endymion wins game number 2. We're going to game 3. Get ready. So you have the full play. Fully uninterrupted on the Summon of the Torn Scales. I don't see his field lighting up. Waylay Davy, I can't wait to look at your deck list. You what, mate? This is nuts. DPE popping itself and the Anaconda. Activating the DPE will be coming forth during the next standby phase. And this is it. It all comes down to this. This is game 3. TTK with Endymion. Their first turn is going to be explosive. Big plays. We might have multiple Fog Blades and or Impermanence. We got to deal with a non-targeting destruction. We have Masquerena, which could, with the Shade, make the Unicorn to return a card in the field back in the deck. Shade a bit early. I don't know about this early Shade unless he is attempting to enter the battle phase, which he would not with a 0 attack monster. Garuda. You triggered my Garuda. What? What? I can't talk. I can't. By summoning a monster that triggers Garuda. Now he's panicking. He's going to activate Masquerena in response to the Garuda. Now that it's resolving, I'll just tell you what's happening. The Garuda is going to summon and then return a monster your opponent controls back to the hand. It's going to return that monster, though. That monster. So now that monster's gone, he forced him to Unicorn early. Special summon this, then return that summoned monster to the hand, and the summoned monster's gone. Unicorn, returning the Servant of Endymion in the back row, back in the deck. DP to the E before he could make an Electromite. Are you really afraid of him making an Electromite? I'm going to do nothing. DPE, come back, but first we're going to use Dasher to special summon Nibiru onto the field. 3,000 attack. And come forward, DPE. Also draw 2 at Celestial. Can you blame Phantom Knights for just focusing on making DPE when it's this good? When it could special summon a Nibiru for your hand, draw 2, pop a card with the DPE, come forth every single turn, reduce the opponent's field by 400. The Cloak's going to banish, adding a Phantom Knight from the deck to the hand. We have not used up our normal summon yet. Dasher special summons the Nibiru. Torn Scales will be able to discard to send a Phantom Knight from the deck to the graveyard. He does need to be careful about an opposing Nibiru. He's on his 3rd summon. 2 more summons, and TTK gonna whip out that Nibiru. Discarding a Max C. Sending the Boots. Boots banish. Do we have a Torn Scales in the graveyard? We do not. We have Ragged Gloves. Is this Apollo? Or it's an Access Code Talker. That is summon number 4. Access Code Talker. Target the Unicorn. Boost up the access code talker to 53. Anaconda, be gone. Pop a card in the fields. And that's it. He can't pop another card. He only has Dark Link monsters in the graveyard. That's it. Only a one pop access code talker. He's not. Let's be real. He knows. He knows. He knows. Who told him? DPE wiping out the chicken game. The player with the lower life points takes no damage, and you do have the ability to destroy the chicken game by paying 1,000. Just like that. Waylay Davey winning the grand finale, winning an additional $30 on top of the prize support we're given. Very good. Thank you so much. Brought to you by HelloFresh. Use the code POG June 16 for up to 16 free meals, plus 3 surprise gifts across 6 boxes, mate. Love it. Your first place deck list. Boom. Rongo mod check. Where is the Rongo? Rongo is gone. This got first place. 40 card, and he's not playing Burning Abyss. No Burning Abyss. No Rongo. No Apollo USA. That's crazy. And then second place, Endymion. Second place, Endymion. 44 cards. He's got the Sphere mode to tribute 3 monsters. He's got Lava Golem to tribute 2 monsters. He's got the Amano Awado to turn off all monster effects. We got some Floodgates up in here. We have the Necro Valley, Vanity Emptiness, the Secret Village. Oh my. Spicy deck. Good job to both of you in the top 2.